Saturday morning cartoons, mood rings, and basketball cards. These were integral parts of the 70s childhood experience, but there are many more. Today, we are looking back at 13 things from 1970s childhood that are gone forever. From skating rink to fashion accessories to groundbreaking technologies, this video has got it all. Remember those magical Saturday mornings when the whole world paused just for you? For 70s kids, waking up early wasn't a chore, it was a thrill. With a bowl of sugary cereal in hand, these kids would plop down in front of the TV, eyes glued to the screen, and await their favorite cartoon to make the weekend unforgettable. Saturday mornings were dedicated to watching cartoons. From Scooby-Doo to the Smurfs to the Jetsons, the shows were endless, and time was unlimited. Every show had its unique charm and appeal. These Saturday morning TV hours brought siblings and families together. Today, they are a reminder of simpler times. At number 2, in our trip down memory lane is the iconic 8-track player. Picture a rectangular box that played music tapes. The 8-track player was a portable music player that brought tunes to life in a new way. These tapes were about the size of a small book and had 4 programs with 2 tracks on each side. That's where the 8 comes from. They were famous because people could carry music and play it in their cars or at home. The player itself had a slot where you inserted the tape, and then, with the push of a button, it clicked into action. Even though they eventually faded away, 8-track players hold a special place in the heart of every 70s kid. At number 3, we have the brand new sensation of the 1970s, video games. One of the earliest and most famous video games from that era was Pong. Created by Atari, Pong debuted in 1972, introducing players to a simple yet addictive game of virtual ping pong. Using simple controls, players could bounce a ball back and forth, creating hours of fun. Apart from Pong, there were other popular games that took the gaming world by storm. Space Invaders, released in 1978, was all about shooting down alien invaders, captivating players with thrilling gameplay. These games didn't have complex and immersive graphics, but they were groundbreaking for the time. Despite their simplicity, video games were a massive hit. Tiger Beat magazine made hearts flutter for teens across the nation. Filled with colorful pages and loaded with gossip, it was the go-to for everything about young heartthrobs and pop culture. It was a mix of quizzes, interviews, and juicy gossip about celebrities, their love lives, and style tips. Fans eagerly flipped through pages to read about their favorite stars, dissecting their every move. And the best part about these magazines was the free posters. Each edition contained dreamy posters of stars like David Cassidy and Donny Osmond. Fans would plaster them all over their bedroom walls. In short, Tiger Beat was a cultural phenomenon. For number 5, let's explore one of the most popular fashion accessories of the 1970s, mood rings. Mood rings were like tiny magical mood trackers everyone wore on their fingers. Made of special thermochromic elements, they changed color based on body temperature, supposedly reflecting our emotions. The idea was simple. Different colors indicated different moods. Blue for calm or relaxed, green for happiness, black for stress or tension, and so on. There was an air of mystery and fun about these rings. Whether they were truly accurate in deciphering emotions or not didn't matter. It was like having a secret code and a way to express yourself without saying a word. Speaking of 70s fashion trends, let's talk about tube socks. These socks were like colorful tubes for your feet, and wearing them was a style statement. Tube socks reached up to the knees or even higher. You could match them with shorts or skirts, or even wear them peeking out from under bell-bottoms. Tube socks became super popular not just for everyday wear, but also in sports. Basketball legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and tennis icon Bjorn Borg rocked these socks while dominating their games. Moreover, celebrities like Farrah Fawcett and John Travolta were also seen strutting their stuff in tubey socks, making them a fashion crazy. Even today, they are considered a retro fashion statement. In the 1970s, a curious craze took hold: pet rocks. Yes, you heard that right. Rocks as pets. It might sound strange, but these smooth stones became all the rage. People bought these ordinary rocks, gave them quirky names, and cared for them like real pets. The genius behind this was its simplicity. Each pet rock came nestled in a cozy box with breathing holes. Owners proudly displayed their new pets, sometimes dressing them up with googly eyes or tiny outfits. And above all, parents couldn't say no to these pets. They were easy to care for, no feeding, no walks, just a simple rock sitting pretty. It was a playful trend on the whole. The idea of pet rocks did well in 1975 before it was discontinued in 1976. They might seem silly now, but they were a quirky part of the 70s. Rotary phones were the clunky devices that made communication possible in the 1970s. The rotary phone was invented in 1891 by Almon Brown Stronger and was brought into service in 1919. They were mass-produced in the 1970s, and they became quite popular. If you don't know, these phones had a circular dial with numbers from 0 to 9. To make a call, you'd stick your finger in the corresponding number's hole and rotate the dial clockwise until it reached the metal stopper. The mechanism inside translated these pulses into electrical signals, directing your call to the desired number. These phones were sturdy, often made of durable plastic or metal, and they lasted for ages. Rotary phones were more than just a means of communication. They were a centerpiece in our homes, with their distinctive ringing and the satisfying click-click sound as the dial spun back. As technology advanced, these phones paved the way for the sleek push-button models. Next, we have not a thing, but a place that defined fun in the 70s. Roller skating rinks. These rinks were hotspots for socializing, groovy music, and smooth moves. It was the place where friends gathered, couples held hands, and everyone tried to master spins and turns on wheels. Skating rinks were decked out with funky decor, disco balls hanging from the ceiling, and the latest hits playing on the sound system. Skaters wore their tube socks and colorful outfits, and often wore retro roller skates. Skating rinks will forever be a reminder of carefree times for the 70s kids. The entertainment world has forever changed with the release of Star Wars. When it burst onto screens in 1977, it was like nothing anyone had seen. Created by George Lucas, this space epic took audiences on a thrilling adventure across galaxies. The hype surrounding the movie was astronomical. People lined up around blocks just to catch a glimpse of this groundbreaking film. It was a combination of stunning visuals, compelling storytelling, and innovative special effects. The tale of Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Darth Vader captured hearts and imaginations. Star Wars shattered box office records, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of all time. The film also sparked a massive wave of merchandise, from action figures to lunchboxes, making Star Wars an integral part of popular culture. Trading basketball cards was a popular trend in the 1970s. Fans collected cards featuring their favorite basketball players, such as Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. The thrill of the trade was what made it so famous. Swapping cards with friends meant getting that one special card you didn't have, completing a set, or maybe even finding a rare card worth bragging about. These prized possessions were in plastic protectors. Each card was like a small treasure, holding the stats and stories of beloved players. Clackers were a popular toy in the 1970s that consisted of two hard plastic balls attached to a string. These balls would rhythmically click together when the user manipulated the string, creating a clacking noise. Kids were fascinated by the noise and the challenge of mastering the rhythm. The appeal of clackers was their simplicity and the satisfying sound they produced when swung back and forth. However, these toys posed safety concerns. Made of hard acrylic or other materials, clackers were known to shatter or break during use, sending small, hard pieces flying. Accidents occurred where children got injured, leading to their eventual ban in various countries and regions due to safety hazards. The small fragments from broken clackers could cause eye injuries or other harm, prompting authorities to remove them from the market. Clackers had a brief but intense moment of popularity before safety concerns led to their banishment from toy stores. Despite their ban, they remain a nostalgic symbol of the 1970s. For the last feature on our list, we have Polaroid cameras. These cameras revolutionized photography by allowing users to capture and print photos on the spot. Using self-developing film, the camera produced a physical print within minutes, eliminating the need for traditional film processing. Their popularity stemmed from the thrill of instant gratification. Watching a photo develop right before your eyes was pure magic. The Polaroid camera was also known for its distinct aesthetic that made photos look more vibrant and alive. Polaroid cameras were the go-to choice for capturing spontaneous moments and were widely used by amateurs and professionals alike. However, with the advent of digital photography and smartphones, Polaroid cameras gradually faded from the mainstream market. The ease and convenience of digital cameras made these traditional instant cameras less famous. And that's all for today. What trend did we miss? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.